Hey guys, this is Tauna. Today we're talking about the Peace Offering deck. We're going to be reviewing it, talking about any kind of decent reprints in it, and just overall kind of wanting you guys to kind of get caught up. This is the last one. We've covered all the previous ones. I will say a couple things before we get into it. The reprints aren't amazing. There are some good reprints, but nothing kind of, game breaking in my opinion. But the mana base is actually really nice. I think that the mana bases in these Bloomburrow Precons has overall been really good. So the Peace Offering deck is around both combining +1/+1s and a group hug theme. They've heavily lent towards that group hug theme. The +1/+1s are kind of like a side thing, but overall, it's mostly leaning towards group hug and politicking and, winning from there. The face commander here is Miss Bumbleflower, who has vigilance, and then whenever you cast a spell, target opponent draws a card, you put a +1/+1 on a target creature, it gains flying until end of turn, and if this is the second time this ability has been resolved, you get to draw 2 cards as well. So if you cast 2 things in a turn, boom, now you are getting to draw, 2 cards. It's really nice, actually. I really love her. Some people are building her as like a wheel deck where you deck out opponents by making them draw their whole deck, and I find that really cool. So as for the creatures, there's nothing crazy in regards to reprints. There's some nice ones like Lauren and Feyburrow Elder, Colonian Hydra as well. The deck is really kind of built around giving opponents card draw, or then punishing them when they play stuff. So stuff like Sunscorch Region here, whenever an opponent casts a spell, you get to put a +1/+1 on it and gain 1 life. So you're kind of punishing the fact that they're going to have a lot of cards that they're going to be wanting to to play. We've got a few kind of gifting mechanics in here as well as a part of that kind of politicking and stuff. So you can kind of gift things to certain people and be like, hey, would you like this? If you do, then don't attack me. Which is nice and, pretty interesting. The Bloodroot Apothecary is a new card, which is very cool. It's got Toxic too, and then whenever it enters, you and target opponent create a treasure, and whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-creature token, then that player gets 2 poison counters. So you can very quickly get up to 10 poison counters if you use this against someone who's, playing a treasure-based deck. But overall, it's a lot of kind of gifting in regards to the creatures, a lot of card draw, or kind of playing around, drawing cards yourself. So kind of benefiting yourself when you draw cards, and some kind of minor +1/+1 kind of stuff, getting +1/+1s when opponents do things, which is interesting. As for the Planeswalker, we've got Tamiyo, who's been reprinted as a bunny. They don't have the art for it here, but she's a bunny. You'll see it on the thumbnail. The spells, more kind of classic kind of Banty kind of stuff with some gifting included as well. An Offer You Can't Refuse is a really good reprint. Tempt with Discovery is a very nice card as well. Wear Down is a new one, which is gift a card, and then you get to destroy a target artifact or enchantment, and if you're gifted, then you get to do 2. Just some kind of nice politicking kind of stuff, Secret Rendezvous. Tempt with Bunnies is a very interesting new card as well. You get to draw a card and create a bunny token, and then each opponent can choose to do the same, and if they do, then you get to do it. As for, there's a couple other ones up here. Intellectual Offering, choose an opponent, you and that person draw 3 cards, and then you get to choose an opponent and then untap all their lands and untap your own untap all non-land permanents you control and all non-lands they control. Promise of Loyalty as well is a good one too, to kind of do a board wipe and then make it so that they can't attack you. And Perch Protection's a new one as well, with a gift an extra turn, and then you create birds, and if the gift was promised, all permanents you control phase out. It's kind of like Teferi's Protection at home with the gift included, which is interesting. Artifacts, there's nothing really to kind of talk about really here. The Girapo Orrery here to allow people to play extra lands per turn. Enchantments, they've got some other kind of win con stuff. So Simic Ascendancy is a win con, Triska Defile is a win con as well. Kind of things that are allowing you to kind of, while you're politicking with people, to kind of just steal out the game by getting to the point that you've got 13 cards in hand, or got 20 counters on your Simic Ascendancy, just slowly kind of building up. You want to kind of keep it a secret. Very interesting deck, actually, by that way. Says the new Fisher's talent here at the beginning of your upkeep. Look at the top card of your library. You may reveal it if it's a land. Then you get to create a blue fish token if it do, and draw a card. And if you would create a fish, level 2 is when if you create a fish, you get to create a 3/3 blue shark instead. And then level 3 is if you create a shark, instead create an 8/8 blue octopus. So you get to create 8/8 blue octopuses, which is really cool. I really love that idea. So yeah, it's kind of really based around kind of politicking and getting to the point that you can pop off like some of the like the cards in here that are like if you would win the game, etc. I think there's some kind of stuff that was missing in here, like what is it? Orzhov. Yeah. Activist. I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what the card is. The one that like each person gets to put +1/+1s on creatures, and then they're all like they can't attack you if they do. Would have been really nice. The land base is really good. Overall, you know, the reprints aren't completely there, but I can see where this deck could be easily really fun around kind of, you know, playing around with people and stuff. I actually like this one a lot. I think it's pretty cool. The next video I'm going to be doing is like a rating them all and kind of talking about which ones I think is best, which ones I think is worse and stuff, and which one I think is going to be the most fun and least fun. So make sure you do subscribe, share the video around, all that kind of stuff. Hope you guys had a great day and goodbye.